Alright, Rap's going to deliver us a joke about Steam and streaming.
It's streaming. Have you heard the good news about our Lord and Savior, Stadia? It's the greatest cloud streaming service in the world, and we here are its biggest advocates. Am I right, Sam?
Definitely. I think it's extremely pro-consumer, and why buy your game once when you can buy it twice, everybody?
But today, unfortunately, Stadia is under attack from the evil company known as Steam. You might have heard of it as the place where you have pretty much all of your games, and you can get every game, and you get it for like $5,
and you have all the features that you would expect.
Exactly, and all the propaganda tells you it's good, but it's not, it's a lie, okay? You should all be playing your games on Stadia and the Epic Games Store, okay? So today we're going to explain to you the latest assault on our glorious Stadia when it turns out that, in fact, Steam is now launching its own cloud streaming service, and it's probably going to crush Stadia.
Terrible opening. Okay, so guys, it is the year. I would actually say it's the year of the streaming. Okay, well, it's been happening for a couple of years now.
You've said this so many times.
Okay, so I've been saying this since 2017. It's the year of the streaming, guys. Okay, it's coming. Okay, he is getting resurrected. Okay, don't worry. Now, I do think that it is going to be only a matter of time before we see more and more of these streaming platforms come online. Project xCloud has been in beta for some time. PS Now is only around the corner. EA has been touting for a while now that they want to do it too. And we've got Stadia, and of course, you know, Amazon is coming out with their own thing too. So
that's the rumor. That's the rumor,
of course, right?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, we have to say allegedly. This is a news outlet. Is this a news outlet? Not really.
Sure, absolutely.
Why not?
Definitely
right?
news.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Anyway, so that is the future, and it's coming quick, everybody.
One player where everyone's been waiting to see what they do next is Steam, because obviously Steam has one of the largest install bases in the world when it comes to the world of video games. In fact, probably the largest
biggest,
now.
right? Yeah.
No, actually, I think the Android and Apple stores are bigger.
That's not gaming.
You can't really count that. It's not the same.
I play games all the time. I play Candy Crush. No, you don't. Okay? Anyway.
Steam, with its massive install base, obviously has a very strong case for investing in some sort of cloud streaming technology for the future. It has actually been rumored that they've been working on something, because there have been updates to their end-user license agreements to make reference to cloud, and there's also been like some back-end files that people have dug around in, and they found one or two mentions of like cloud streaming, whatever. Yeah. So that speculation has been bubbling away. Today, though, we got confirmation of what Steam are actually doing when it comes to cloud streaming. And yes, they are offering their own cloud streaming technology, except it's kind of not really theirs. It's actually more just like they're going to use GeForce Now and integrate it into Steam. So, first of all, can I just say, good job, Steam.
Fantastic.
We love you, Gamon. Good choice, my man.
And Steam put out a statement today. These cloud services enable Steam users to play their Steam library in the cloud, one game at a time, like they can on their local PC. Developers must manually opt in the games they wish to make available on GeForce Now.
What this means, just to make it super clear, is that there's going to be an option within Steam in terms of when a developer uploads a game, okay? And it's going to say, do you want to make this also compatible to play in the cloud with GeForce Now? If the developer ticks yes, then some new options open up for users where they now have the option to boot the game in the cloud when they click on it in Steam, okay? So right now, you have the option to like click play or click like play on another machine, because you can actually stream from other computers in your house, for example. You're going to have another option to boot it into the cloud. You still need to have a GeForce account. Those games still need to be on GeForce Now, so it's not like you're going to be able to access your whole library, but that's how it will work.
And look, as a quick reminder, of course, everyone already probably knows this, but you know, you can already play games on in terms of streaming on your iPad and your phone or whatever, and shitty computers. So hopefully this just now makes it even easier to like access a library that you've already been building and play these games on your toaster, which will be actually very good.
And I think, yeah, even like Cyberpunk's confirmed for GeForce Now, right?
Yes.
So you will be able to buy this game on Steam, for example, and then you will have an option to boot the game into GeForce Now if you have like a really shitty computer, and then you can play at a much higher graphical settings through the Steam client in collaboration with GeForce Now, and that's great because you don't have to buy the game twice like you do on Stadia.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? And we'll come back to that.
It does actually fit quite nicely into a statement they made yesterday or the day before, saying, look guys, as of the 31st of May, if you haven't opted into our service, then we're going to take your games off. They've obviously wanted to clear the runway for this announcement, so all the games that are on Steam can either make those decisions if they want to actually be on GeForce Now or not.
Yeah, that announcement yesterday from Nvidia GeForce Now was a little bit disappointing because obviously publishers have put up a lot of resistance to this service. They love the idea of being able to sell you games twice, and so obviously GeForce Now were like, okay, listen, the easiest way to do this is going to be like, let's just make it opt-in only so we don't get people randomly losing their games when publishers change their mind, etc., etc. Obviously, in the background, what was going on here was that they were also speaking to Steam. Steam wanted to make this opt-in to like make sure that the user experience was more consistent, and they've done that. So that's good news. I think that this means very, very big things for the streaming wars as they unfold. Particularly because at the end of this announcement, Steam made clear that they have left the door open for other streaming platforms to integrate with them. So they don't have an exclusive deal with GeForce right now. It's possible that other services like Shadow or Xbox or whatever could one day somehow integrate with Steam service, and that's big.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've already seen Xbox have a few games on the Steam library. We know that there's big plans for PlayStation in the future to integrate with PC because they've seen the success of Xbox and integrating the console with the PC. So it only makes sense if like Steam's such a major player, you know, if they can open the floodgates to some Xbox games and some Xbox players, I mean, everyone wins because Xbox then gets a big population base from Steam, maybe checking out their games and vice versa, you know?
So like,
I was just going to say quickly, when you're not trying to sell consoles anymore, which the streaming wars will, I think, eventually get to the point where it's not about consoles, it's all going to be about install base. It's going to be a different landscape in terms of companies wanting to work together.
So just as an example, one possibility, and this is just hypothetical, is that Horizon Zero Dawn is coming out on like PC, on Steam, for example. And you could have a situation where they go, cool, we're going to make this available on Steam, and PS Now also exists. Steam and PS Now could have an integration. You might have an option to play Horizon Zero Dawn through PS Now with Steam. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a thing that's possible yet, but it could be possible in future given the nature of Steam's announcement and the way they're rolling out their approach to cloud streaming. I think it's a great approach because it really it gives publishers a lot of flex to do what they want to do, and it's not like they're going to war with Steam. And I think it's very pro-consumer, especially when it comes to GeForce Now, because you don't need to buy your games twice.
And I think also, you know, when Stadia came out, it was like the first one out of the gate. So there was some value there because it was new technology and everyone's like, okay, maybe I'll have to play by those rules. But the more we're seeing GeForce and all these other companies now being like, guys, you've already bought your games, like it's all good. More and more Stadia's value proposition, like what is it? And in the next 2 years, 6 months, like we're going to see all these streaming platforms with already a baked-in, you know, list of games that you've already purchased. Stadia's future has to dramatically change.
You basically have Gamon here giving like GeForce Now his like royal seal, okay? Totally. Why would you buy games on Stadia at this point? You know that GeForce Now is going to exist. You know that Steam is going to support it in some way and they're going to work together in some way. Why would you buy a game on Stadia when you could buy it in Steam and play it on local hardware or on GeForce Now, and you know that the platform isn't going to mysteriously vanish like, you know, 2 years from now when Google gets bored of it. Stop buying games on Stadia, okay? Don't build a library on Stadia. You are building your house on sand. Buy it on Steam, buy it on xCloud, buy it on PS Now, buy it somewhere where you know it will remain. Don't buy it on Stadia, for the love of God, please.
And just another thing, you know, Epic Games has been breathing down Steam's neck since the dawn of like Epic Games making their own launcher to buy games. The name of the game for them is like, how can we take as many people away from Steam's library as much as possible? They'll need to answer this back. They'll need to have something that lets people play the games that they've purchased on Epic Games in a streaming format. I'm interested to see what they do with that. I'm interested to see if they have any answer to this, or maybe they're just scrambling and like, fuck, okay, who are we gonna work with now? Who knows? That's it.
That's it. Okay. That's the story, guys. Stadia good. Nice. Epic Games good. Steam and GeForce Now bad.
Epic Games good? Did you say that?
Epic Games good, guys.
Okay. Comments below. Let us know what you think of that. Goodbye.